Hey everybody, welcome back to the Inhabit Mars channel. Today we're going to do part 5 of this video that we've been doing based on Chris's video, Structures and Mechanical Parts Disguised as Hills, that he posted on March 23rd of 2021. Once again, this was a find by Martine Graney, and I really want to talk about the structure. I've been going back and forth on it, and we're going to take a look at this. So here's the panel that we had, and this is the structure, and I still haven't got to modeling that, only because I've been trying to decide what exactly are we looking at here, and I'm going to try to pass this around to some more people and see what they think. But if you look at this left side of the structure here, it's a part that comes straight down. There's a building that's sitting in front of it, and we'll get into that a little more maybe in some upcoming videos. But this seems to be some sort of big canopy, and the reason I say that is either this wall is extruded inward just a little bit, or these are objects that are sitting inside, and you can see the shape of some of these. I'm going to get in real close, and it's going to be a little bit blurry, but I want you to see this, and we may need to take some more time on this video to work this out, but I really have been struggling with this, trying to decipher all this. But see how you've got the shadowing above it, okay? And remember, the sun is coming from above and a little bit to the left, if I remember right, from our other objects. The sun is kind of coming down this way and causing that shadow. And you can see the shadowing underneath there. I don't want to get in too close. And there seems to be all these objects inside, and that's why I don't think this is a wall. I think this is probably a canopy that's supported by some probably vertical posts or something that you can almost see in this image. But, oh, excuse me, late at night once again. But, of course, we went over these objects in front, and we're going to get back into the model, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this from kind of a street view. We've got still some sort of object that's sitting in front of our APC, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's so blurred, but you can see that it's in front of it. This is the base of it right here, and it looks like it has two little platform legs, and maybe the second part of the platform here could be another gun emplacement, could be anything. I've struggled with this, and I've struggled with this to try to figure out exactly what we're looking at. And I apologize for the yawning. It's really not super late here, but I had to get up early to go into work this morning, and I've been up. Now I've been modeling most of the day. I tried to bring out more of these structures in here, but you just can't get any more definition. Even when you turn up the contrast, and I did a multi-burn, and just none of this stuff would come out. But we know that there's more stuff in here, and I wanted to make that out. And then there was some stuff over here on this little butte right here, and you can see it right here, but it's so blurry. Whatever it is, it's got something surrounding it, and then it's black in the middle, but it's almost a squared shape or slightly rectangular, and then there's something off to the right. And it could be large stones around it. They have different shapes. Like this one almost has a triangular shape, and then of course it's extruded backwards. And that's about all you can make out. The dark parts are really dark, and we weren't able to bring any of that out, and I was really kind of disappointed because I really wanted to see what that was. And a few more things in here. And then some of these stuff, some of the stuff that's on the rooftop of this building. I mean, there's so much stuff. But you just can't make it out. So I was kind of disappointed we couldn't bring any more of that out. And I tried everything to bring more of the detail out. So, okay, let me turn on everything, because I turned it off so that I could show you this on the panel. And let's go ahead and go to our model. And the hills are very low poly. I just needed the shape of the hills to give you a little context of the background. But what I wanted to do was start over here. And this is the object that Martine Graney had talked about. And at first I modeled it as kind of oval shape with the roof overhanging just a little bit. But I have a feeling that these aren't walls, that this is like a tent structure. And if I'm able to, I'll take some pictures of some similar ones that we have on the military bases near us. We have some similar type tent structures there, and they actually have hangar doors on one side of them, and they store, I'm sure, equipment in there. But let's start here and see if we can get down to kind of a street level. And this is our APC right here. All right, and this is a rather large object. If that's what it really is, then it is even larger than these buildings that go along here. It is a very large vehicle, and once again, could there be different sized people on Mars, or could these just be small buildings that are maybe some sort of storage units or something? I don't know, but just to give you an idea of what we're looking at, if you were standing on the side of this huge tent structure over here, all right, this is kind of what you'd be looking at down this pathway. And this is like a pathway that goes in here. Most of these buildings seem to, at least the front of them, seem to line up along here, like there might be another roadway here, or pathway. I don't know if there's actual roads there. We couldn't obviously get enough detail to see that. So we just kind of look down this way, and this is a huge building here with the what looked like a gun emplacement on top. And you kind of look down this way and you see our like a pole shed with a lot of equipment inside. We saw the boxes there. This is that tank right here. And let me back up just a little bit here. Oops, we're a little too far over. And yeah, if you kind of look this way, now these hills would be farther behind these buildings. They were way off in the background. But once again, I'd have to really stretch this texture out to make everything fit the way it probably should. And we got this building here, which looked like it had a like a porch area or something with some poles holding it up. I think last time we looked down this way, so you could see down this alleyway, you'd be looking back at that that storage, that pole shed or storage area right there. And then as we move, well, I didn't mean to move inside of it. We had this other one that was right here, and I couldn't see anything inside of it, but I mean, it looked like it had these vertical posts along the front. And then, if you remember, this is the one I called the gas station. This is like a, I don't know, a big grocery store or warehouse or something, but it looked like it had this structure in front. And if you want to see those in more detail, of course, look at the previous videos. We really went into that in those while we were putting the model together. Okay, one thing I did want to show you was these again. I really don't know what to make of these, but these are the shapes they had. And I forgot to do that before I recorded it. I was going to fix these, and these should actually curve up and around. This black line should. But these are those objects we talked about. And then our lamp post was here in this model. And it was on the same butte. Can you see this butte? Yeah, if I move around it, you can. Did I ever get the sunlight right? No, I didn't. But I just wanted to go over this to give you a final idea, and we'll come back to this at a slightly later date because I really want to get into this moon one. And these, let me just show you, these were the two objects we talked about in the last video. But this is just to give you an idea. In fact, if you look back from these objects back to where everything is, you know, it's a good distance away over there. So whatever this is, whether this is a military base, a town, or whatever, you could definitely see those in the image. And let's go back to the image, and I'll just do that real quick because I want to show you what we're going to do on this moon video. But we're going to work on this tent structure still. I'm not quite done with that. I'm just really struggling with the shape to make sure that we get it right. But we've got just a little bit more we can really do on this model, you know. But it's really tough to bring anything out. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. But what was I going to say? Oh, this is what I want to talk about. That part that Chris Maroney had talked about in his video that looked like the shape of a helmet. When we did this multi-burn, we got these objects. Now, these are sitting in front of this tent. And I don't know, I still don't even know what this is that we're looking at. And, of course, I would definitely never doubt what Chris says. It has that basic shape like he was talking about. But when we did a multi-burn, more stuff came out of it. What the heck this is, I don't know, but it seems like two pieces. One has this kind of cylinder on top. And we're going to try to get into that more, but let me go ahead and bring up this moon video. Let's see, open recent. Okay, so this is the flat panel that we're working on right here. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this, and I modeled the terrain, and that's sitting actually below us here. And I matched up our sun. Let me click on something in here. Where are you? I got some objects in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I put our sun over here. All right, and that's approximate angle. I may have to adjust it a little bit. I've been matching up the shadows. Oh, my face is in the way. There we go. Now you see the sun. All right, and there's our sun, and it's shining this way and casting a shadow this way. Wow, 2 minutes. Okay. And so we started there, and there's a lot to model this one. Chris found a whole lot of stuff, and I believe he posted this on his Mars Anomalies channel, not his Lunar Anomalies channel. I'll have to go back and see which one he posted on, but I'll definitely drop the link to this. And we're going to get into this because everywhere you look in this image, there are objects. Now, I just barely started. There's this one thing right here. Okay, let me see. Okay. It's probably going to be easier to see on the flat panel, but it's kind of a rectangular wall, and it has this pipe coming out and then going down into the ground, and almost like a valve or something on top. So I started there. That was one of the first things I modeled on this. And you know what? Let's go to the flat panel because you can see it a lot better. Oh, I know. I never get these done in time. Okay, so here it is, so you can see it a lot better. All right, let me bring up the contrast. Oops. Oh, shoot, I didn't put a filter on here. Okay, well, you can see it well enough, and by the time I have the next one, I'll have my brightness contrast filter added to it. But you can see it. It goes across. It's a rectangular piece, and it comes down. And then it looks like this pipe coming out, and it makes a 90-degree angle into the ground. That's what we got there. And then I just started on these buildings. They're definitely not done, but there's these 3 buildings, and they're right there, and it's going to be hard to see right now, but you got this big, the darker one, which this is a burn, so it's a little bit lighter, but you can see it comes across, makes this corner, has this roof piece that sticks up. In fact, if you looked at it, it'd be kind of at an angle like that. All right, and then right behind it is this platform, which seems to look kind of like a building. And once again, I'll get into these more when we do that. But there's so many objects in this. This is going to be another multi-part series. But the one thing I want to get into is these supposed craters right here. Now, these look like what we showed in another video of the shafts that go down into the ground. And in this one, you can see once I put the brightness contrast filter on it, you'll be able to see a lot better. That these actually, there's very faint, but they are lines that go down that show like they dug down into the moon. And then as you notice, this supposed crater does not have a crater wall on this side. In fact, it ends right there at a 90-degree angle. We'll get into that, and it's not the only one. There's another one here. I saw 3, and there. I was going to say I saw 3 over here. 1, 2, 3, and they all have this weird shaped object on the right side of it, whether it's the wall or something at it. So, all right, just wanted to show you what we're going to be doing, and I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, being safe out there, and staying healthy. Please stay healthy. And we're going to get into this one. This is going to be really a multi-part series. So, all right, y'all have a good evening. We'll see you on the next video.